Formula Special, a Formula One inspired racing league. Welcome to Formula Special's Grand Prix of Ontario. And it's race day. And here's our qualifying results from yesterday, from first position to 18th. Now let's go live to the cars that are lined up in their grid positions. Now, for grid formation tournament, we split the cars into packs of 6. This is the lead pack, positions 1 to position 6. In pole position, we have Miss Emily for Road Rage Racing, with that spectacular time of 6.052 seconds in qualifying. Let's see if that record gets broken today. In position 2, John Samuel of M&M Racing League. In position 3, Wesley of Peanut Butter Peak Racing. In position 4, Jellybean for NRV Diecast Racing, and also the heaviest car on the track at 61.26 grams. In position 5, Arlo for Arlo Racing. And position 6 is Ava Lynn Payne for KCLH Racing. That sums up our lead pack. They'll be the first ones to go down the track. Glenn Harding of We Race Diecast leads off the second pack. In 8th spot, we have Motor Breath from Damn Fast Racing. In 9th, we have the Bandit for Race. In 10th, we have the Crazy Canuck for the A-Team. In 11th, we have our very own Snow Valley Racers with Snake. In 12th, we have Gus BR for Down Squad Racing. Leading off the last pack is Jimmy Tanto of Uncle Elvis Racing. And in 14th, we have Chief of Code 3 Motorsports, and also the lightest weight car at 29.28 grams. Then in 15th, we have Goggles Pisano of Variant Skunk Works. In 16th, it's Blake from Underdogs Unleashed, here with his backup car after that horrific crash just a few weeks ago. In 17th, Cole Williams from Gen X Vintage Racing. And in 18th spot, we have Igor Barron from Eyes Up Racing. Cars from the second pack and last pack can move up to the lead pack if they can stay on the track, and cars from the lead lap DNF. Cars that DNF out of the lead pack and the second pack will be moved back to the last pack. Cars that finish the race score 25 points for first, 18 for second, 15 for third, 12 for fourth, 10 for fifth, 8 for sixth, 6 for seventh, 4 for eighth, 2 for ninth, and 1 point for 10th. There's no points for DNFing or coming in after 10th. You get an extra 2 points for getting pole position, and an extra bonus point for the fastest lap if you also finish in the top 10. Marcus Firegon here. I dreamt up the Formula Special, but it's the host tracks and my sponsors that make it possible. In the spirit of Go Big or Go Home, Custom Diecast Metal Signs by Meakin is offering $100 worth of its merchandise for first place, $75 worth for second, and $50 worth for third. And Glenn Harding has offered to do one of his awesome car drawings of the winning car for the winner. And Florence Turgeon, who also sponsors the Brick Awesome Lego Club, is helping to cover the costs. Go with Flo for your real estate needs, buying, selling, or investing in Ontario. drivers will complete 5 laps to win. Start your engines! John Samuel of M&M Racing comes in first. Jelly Bean of NRV Diecast second. Ava Lynn Payne of KCLH Racing third. Current lap record is 6.331 seconds. Wesley of Peanut Butter Peak Racing crashed. Oh no, looks like our pole leader, Miss Emily of Road Rage Racing, spun out and stopped Arlo of Arlo Racing in his tracks. Glenn Harding of We Race Diecast, 4th. Crazy Canuck, the A-Team, 5th. Gus BR from Down Squad Racing, 6th. And Snake from Snow Valley Racers, 7th. Looks like Motor Breath of Damn Fast Racing crashed. And the Bandit of Race spun out. Chief of Code 3 Motorsports, 8th. Blake of UU, 9th. Igor Barron of Eyes Up Racing, 10th. And Goggles Pisano of Variant Skunkworks, 11th. Jimmy Tanto of Uncle Elvis Racing crashed. And Cole Williams of Gen X Vintage spun out. So now there's 3 cars left in the lead pack. 4 cars in the second pack, and 4 cars in the last pack. Now we move cars forward to fill in the gaps. So 3 cars from the second pack move forward to the lead pack, and all 4 cars from the last pack move forward to the second pack, now leaving the last pack empty. Now we take the first car that spun out and add it to the open spot in the second pack. And we take the other 3 cars that spun out and add them to the last pack. Then there's 3 cars that crashed, and they're added to the last pack. Cars are added in the order in which they DNF'd. So here's the new order, from position 1 to position 18. The cars marked with green are the ones that have moved up positions. Blue means they've moved down positions. Orange indicates that they crashed this lap. And cars are marked with an X that crash. If they crash a second time during this event, they'll be removed from the race. Here we go for the second lap. Jelly Bean of NRV Diecast, 1st. Glenn Harding of We Race Diecast, 2nd. Gus BR of Down Squad Racing, 3rd. Ava Lynn Payne of KCLH Racing, 4th. Our current race leader, John Samuel of the M&M Racing League, crashed. And the Crazy Canuck of the A-Team spun out. Snake of Snow Valley Racers, 5th. Chief of Code 3 Motorsports, 6th. Blake of UU, 7th. Goggles Pisano of Variant Skunkworks, 8th. Miss Emily of Road Rage, 9th. Igor Barron of Eyes Up Racing, 10th. Arlo just took out Glenn Harding's sign. Arlo of Arlo Racing, 11th. Bandit of Race, 12th. Leslie of Peanut Butter Peak Racing, 13th. Jimmy Tonto of Uncle Elvis Racing, 14th. Cole Williams of Gen X Vintage Racing, 15th. Motor Breath of Damn Fast Racing, 16th. So we have 4 cars that finished in the lead pack. All 6 cars finished in the second pack. And all 6 cars finished in the last pack. So we moved 2 cars forward from the second pack to the lead pack, and 2 cars forward from the last pack to the second pack, leaving 2 open spots in the last pack. First, we add the car that spun out to the last pack, and then we add the car that crashed to the last pack. So now the cars are all lined up and ready to go for the third lap. Cars that have gone up positions this lap are indicated in green. Cars that have stayed in the same position are gray. Cars that have gone down positions are in blue, and cars that crashed this lap are indicated in orange. Any car that has crashed during this event is marked with an X. If a car crashes a second time, it'll be removed from the race. Here we go for lap 3. Jellybean of NRV Diecast, 1st. Snake of Snow Valley Racers, 2nd. Glenn Harding of We Race Diecast, 3rd. And Jellybean set a new lap record of 6.309 for this race. We have 2 spinouts. Ava Lynn Payne of KCHL Racing and Chief of Code 3 Motorsports. And reports of a severe crash. It's Gus Brown in Down Squad Racing. Let's check in with Down Squad Racing again at the end of the lap and see how Gus BR is doing. Arlo likes to take out those signs at the finish line. Blake spins it around and takes it in reverse through the last corner and across the line. Arlo tries to take 6th as they're 3 wide going across the finish line, but Arlo gets taken out on the finish gate. It's Blake of UU in 4th, Miss Emily for Road Rage in 5th, Goggles Pisano for Variant Skunkworks in 6th, Igor Barron for Eyes Up Racing in 7th, Arlo for Arlo Racing in 8th, and the Bandit for Race in 9th. Jimmy Tanto for Uncle Elvis Racing in 10th. Motor Breath for Damn Fast Racing in 11th. John Samuel for M&M Racing in 12th. The Crazy Canuck of the A-Team got held up behind Cole Williams of Gen X Vintage Racing. We've had a serious crash. That's Wesley of Peanut Butter Peak Racing, upside down near the finish line. The ambulance is there now. This is his second crash and he's going to be out of the race. We have 3 cars in the lead pack. All 6 cars in the second pack. And 3 cars in the last pack. We got 4 cars that spun out and 2 cars that crashed. We moved 3 cars up from the second pack to the lead pack. And we moved 3 cars from the last pack to the second pack. Now the last pack is empty. Now we move over the spun out cars. Now we add the cars that spun out in the order in which they spun out to the back of the pack. So they'll be in the last pack. And we add the 1 car that crashed for the first time to the very end, and the other car is eliminated from the race because it crashed twice. Looks like Gus BR is okay, and we're ready for the fourth lap. Here's the current standings. Cars indicated in light gray are the ones that didn't change position over the last lap. Green means they've moved up in position, blue means they've moved down in position, and black means they've been eliminated from the race because they've crashed multiple times. And lap 4 is underway. Looks like a little bit of road rage just past the finish line. Jelly Bean of NRV Diecast Racing in first. Glenn Harding, We Race Diecast in second. Miss Emily of Road Rage Racing in third. Snake, Snow Valley Racers in fourth. Blake of UU in fifth. Goggles Pisano from Variant Skunk Works in sixth. And Jelly Bean sets a new lap record of 6.223 seconds. Bandit of Race in 7th, Jimmy Tanto of Uncle Elvis Racing in 8th, Motor Breath of Damn Fast Racing in 9th, and John Samuel of M&M Racing League. Did he cross that line or did he stop short? We'll find out. It's official. John Samuel did cross the finish line, so he's 10th. Arlo of Arlo Racing has crashed. What happened to Igor Barron? Let's go back to the race footage and see what we can find out. Right here, you can see that Igor went off track. Arlo is leading, and you can just make out the other car on the track below. Right here, he collides with the car. The rest of the pack pushes Igor right off the track right here. We've located Igor's car. We just need to get the ambulance down from Arlo's crash. Arlo and Igor Barron are reported to be okay. It's just Chief of Code 3 Motorsports in 11th, and the Crazy Canuck from the A-Team in 12th. Ava Lynn Payne of KCLH Racing and Cole Williams of Gen X Vintage Racing both spun out, blocking Gus BR from Down Squad Racing from finishing. All 6 cars finished in the lead pack. 4 cars finished in the second pack, and just 2 cars finished in the last pack. So no change to the lead pack. And the 2 cars from the last pack move forward to the second pack. So now the last pack is empty. Now we move the 3 cars that spun out to the last pack, plus we move the 2 crashed cars in behind them in the last pack. So here's the car lineup for the final lap. So here's the summary. The gray cars have not changed position during the last lap. Cars in green have moved up. Cars in blue have moved down. Cars in orange have had a crash during the previous lap. Black cars have been eliminated from the race because they've had 2 crashes. Here we go for the final lap. Only the top 10 finishers receive points, so this is the last chance to move up. First is Jelly Bean of NRV Diecast Racing. Second, Miss Emily of Road Rage Racing. Third, Glenn Harding of We Race Diecast. Fourth, Snake of Snow Valley Racers. Fifth, Blake of Underdogs Unleashed. Sixth, Goggles Pisano of Variant Skunkworks. Jimmy Tanto of Uncle Elvis Racing, 7th. Crazy Canuck of the A-Team, 8th. Bandit of Race, 9th. That's 2 strikes for John Samuel of M&M Racing League. That's his second crash, just short of the finish line. Motor Breath of Damn Fast Racing just hung on to count as a DNF instead of a crash. And Chief of Code 3 Motorsports ran out of gas on the final lap. Ava Lynn Payne, sliding sideways and bouncing across the finish line. Ava Lynn Payne of KCLH Racing, 10th. Gus BR at Down Squad Racing, 11th. Cole Williams of Gen X Vintage Racing, 12th. Arlo of Arlo Racing, 13th. Igor Barron of Eyes Up Racing, 14th. And here's the final standings. NRV Diecast won. Road Rage Racing came in 2nd. Glenn Harding with We Race Diecast came in 3rd. Snake came in 4th. Blake came in 5th. Variant Skunkworks 6th. Uncle Elvis Racing 7th. The Crazy Canuck with the A-Team 8th. Bandit came in 9th. And KCLH Racing came in 10th. And here's how the points tally up. NRV Diecast gets 25 points for the win, plus 1 for the fastest lap. Road Rage Racing gets 18 points for 2nd, plus 2 for pole position. Glenn Harding gets 15 points for 3rd, and on down the list. A little plug for Slam Man Customs. The corners on this track and the starting gate are all from Slam Man Customs. And another plug for Aurelia Diecast, one of our sources for diecast cars. It's 2021 Season 1. We start off with a Canadian event, the Grand Prix of Ontario at Snow Valley East. Then we are off to the United States for the Grand Prix of Illinois at Shredder Speedway. The final stop is the Grand Prix of South Dakota at Black Hills Speedway. Grand Prix of Ontario, July. Grand Prix of Illinois, August. Grand Prix of South Dakota in September. Follow us on these YouTube channels, Marcus Firegon, Shredder Speedway, and M&M Diecast Racing. Subscribe and follow us for this epic race series.